Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Fremont show. Let me just make sure the mics are up here. I'm without Lawrence, my co-host this evening. The poor fella, he's at home sick, I believe. I hope it's not a venereal disease. I hope there's not a virus setting in on him. Lawrence does some strange things. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never watched the show before, a bit of a character, but he's under the weather. I'm a little worried about him this evening. He just may show up, ladies and gentlemen. He may show up, but until then, I'm pretty sure, since I am the host of the show, that I can maintain the show by myself. If you don't think that I'm maintaining the Fremont show, my own show by myself, feel free to call in, ladies and gentlemen, and let me know if you think I'm doing it wrong. But it's my show, so I get to make the goddamn calls around here. All right? Hear that, TV land. Hear that. On the camera this evening, also, not my usual cameraman, we have Ronald John. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Ron. Just really bailing me out, bud. Appreciate that. So thank you, Ron. And I have a number of topics I'd like to cover this evening. I have a few different things written down here. I have these pages are numbered. I've numbered them. I'm very prepared for tonight's show. Let me. Is this Lawrence here? Lawrence, buddy. I was just a little slow job to the table. I was just saying how prepared I was for tonight's show, and now you're really throwing me off my game here. It's good to see you, buddy.
That's no way to greet a friend.
Welcome aboard.
Good to see you. By all means, I don't have anything to offer other than just a small. You get back on track.
No. Listen, Lawrence, it's good that you walked in. I was going to go over with the audience. Perhaps we got a big celebration coming up this Sunday, September 11th. I'm sure most of you have heard about it.
Celebration?
Yes, Lawrence. I was just wondering, the audience throughout the show, if you want to call in and just let me know, Fremont, how you're going to celebrate your September 11th. That'd be great. It's this Sunday. It's 10 years, so really make it count, ladies and gentlemen. We have the 10-year anniversary. Perhaps a guacamole of sorts, a chip dip.
I don't even need a reason to eat that stuff. You know?
Sit around the table. You know, maybe a little Day of the Dead type Mexican celebration with some guacamole, some chips, some dipping sauce.
No, I don't have cable TV. Like you fools. So what do they do for this? Is there going to be documentaries?
Yeah, I mean, I think usually, I'm sure TNT usually has a movie that's very, you know, like Braveheart or something to get the meat sticks really going, get fired, you know, the meatheads real fired up. Braveheart, you know, they probably
I almost lost it there. I'm not
play some war movies. Folks. Patton. You know, I'm sure they're going to be showing some real classics this September 11th. So yeah, just like I often do, just go to the massage parlor, the Asian one down the street, perhaps get a little, little something like I like to do on holidays. Lawrence.
Now, do you think there's any conspiracy theorists out there watching the show? Because I'm very much baffled by what exactly happened. I've heard a lot of stuff. I can't piece it together.
Are you saying you're one of these conspiracy theorists?
I'm very confused. I hear stuff and you go, yeah, that doesn't add up, but you know, what the hell do I know, to be honest with you?
Well, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love for out there if there were any.
If anybody has any juicy
in the audience,
backed up by hard, rock hard facts.
But in particular, I would just like to know how you're going to celebrate.
Facts. Pulsating factual points.
I want to know how you're going to celebrate. You can take up the conspiracies with Lawrence. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. And I hope it's a good September 11th. I wrote you a poem as well, though.
You wrote me a poem?
But this was as if you were not going to be here, Lawrence.
By all means.
This poem.
I think that about solves it, right?
So, do you want me to read this next, Lawrence?
Well, yeah.
Because I know you have one prepared as well. But if I may, Ollie, we do have a caller.
Go for it.
Hi, you're on the Fremont Show. Welcome.
Oh, it's the Fremont Show, is it?
Do we have a friend of Fremont calling in this evening? Is this a friend of Fremont?
I don't know if I should be called a Fremont friend. I don't know if I qualify. Actually, I don't know if you qualify as a friend of mine. How's that? How does that sound?
Oh, boy.
Sounds just fine, sir. I assume we're in some common company here. Roger, I've been in touch with you recently. I believe this is Roger.
You haven't been in touch with me. You haven't been in touch with me. You just made a little Facebook note.
Yeah, a little Facebook note. We can have this out on the air if you'd like. I'd like for you to come in. I'd like for you to be a guest. I want to know what you're doing back in town. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roger Nicholson, who has a show on...
I'm just calling because apparently you have no show material, and someone who was very worried...
Oh, stop it.
You're making an ass of yourself again another week in a row that you needed my help. So I'm here to give you show material. You're welcome.
Well, to be honest, it hasn't been in a row. We've been taking shows off because of that exact lack of material.
Yeah,
so.
No. We've had some illness with our crew.
Apologize for the correction.
You know, we've had a lot of different things going on.
Geez. Well, by the way, have you stood up for your First Amendment rights, or are you still cowing to the unconstitutional limitations of Scat TV?
Now listen, Roger, funny you should ask. We were considering striking. Our demands are still out there. We'd like to get paid in possibly chocolate chip cookies. You know, some
Can we
good.
find it? Is the door still open for us over in Cambridge?
So you guys are still afraid to speak freely. Like you could do it, Cambridge, CCTV in Cambridge, which you know you gotta say it's just so much better than Scat.
I agree.
I mean, you can speak your mind and you're not censored.
Now,
You feel like, are you angry that you allow them to censor you? The FCC has no oversight over public access, and you can say what you want on public access, and for anyone to tell you you can't use certain words, whether they be the 7 dirty words or whatever, is a complete violation of what the FCC started public access for to begin with. And I feel that at some point, when you get done washing your vaginas, you might want to actually stand up for your rights. And,
now, Roger, listen. We've toned it down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roger Nicholson. He does a show in Cambridge, Community Access, just to bring you updated on the conversation. And he is allowed to swear on his program. Now, on this program, Roger, I've actually liked toning down a little, not doing the swear words. I think we got some real good, groundbreaking material that we've been delivering here.
Terrestrial radio and comparing himself to Howard Stern. Oh, Howard Stern can be all dirty on the satellite radio, but we like it better this way. Give me a break. I find that...
Now, we've had some real stimulating conversation on the show, Roger. I'm pretty sure we've delivered...
It's been really amazing. I'm sure it's been... Yeah, I'm sure it's really great to have to, like, watch everything you say. It's rather than let yourself just speak freely, which is what public access is for. It's a venue for people to exercise their First Amendment right.
All right. Well, listen, we can come on the show. Come on the show and we can talk about this. All right, Roger?
Are we allowed to say come on the show?
Yeah, come on the show. We can say come on the show.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Right. Anyway, Roger, I will be in touch. Thank you for calling in.
What? You're stealing me away. This is really the treatment I get. Do you remember the ultimate insult you gave me was you wanted me to be on your show, and you wanted me to be on your show as a backup audience member. Can you even imagine how incensed I was when you did that? It's like, you used to call...
Sorry, Roger. I had you cut. Oh, that was so satisfying, Lawrence. Roger, I'm sorry. I had to cut you off there. Listen, we can talk about this on my show, but I have my own show now, so I get to do things like cut off callers. But if you'd like to come and discuss more your thoughts,
sometimes
please
the caller can only say hello, and then Fremont jumps right down their throat.
But thank you. No, I listen. You know, he has his opinion about First Amendment rights. He's entitled to it, and I hope he can come on the show and talk about it.
It'd be great to see Roger again.
Yes. Good man, ladies and gentlemen. But Lawrence, the poem.
Sure.
The poem, sir.
All right, I got to get back out of the shot then.
Ladies and gentlemen, a poem that I wrote, not thinking Lawrence was going to be back on the show this evening. Mr. Backcorner, if your name means nothing else, it be only trouble. For what goes in may come out, wet and broken and opened up, like we who remain on these streets within our falsehoods with our ankles cracked, our Achilles making us wait for our deaths, watchful and sure. Your name means nothing, Backcorner, boy, eagle of the night, unless you made it up. Hear that, Backcorner. All right? Hear that.
That was pretty good.
I think I stumbled a couple of those words there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But that's for Lawrence, September 7th, year of our Lord, 2011. And that was for you, Lawrence.
That had some good lines in it.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Would the folks at home like to hear a decent poem now?
Oh, would you like to read yours now? I was going to save till the end of the show.
Oh,
Lawrence.
by all means. Sit tight, folks.
Yes, I thought we would jump ahead to some news, some local Somerville news. Ladies and gentlemen, the turkey, Lawrence, if you can respond to the turkey, there's been some more sightings. I'm a little worried about the turkey because we have Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of months, Lawrence. But ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen the turkey, feel free to call in. This little critter's been roaming around.
Consider this your hotline to call in and discuss all things turkey.
So let me just get a picture up of it.
Anytime.
Sorry, Lawrence.
It's only a 28-minute show.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so this turkey, I put him at probably about, what, 30 pounds or so? I mean, that's a big turkey. I was pretty close on the shot. That thing is roaming around Somerville.
What kind of mulch is that? Is that screened?
That's a mulch. That's a mulch. I believe I saw up near Highland Ave somewhere. That's a mulch that they do. Yeah, they lay the mulch down on a yearly basis.
That's the city that does that?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I was at a private home, a property. Are you trying to say I would trespass to take that photo, Lawrence? Are you trying to say I'm trespassing on someone's private property?
It looks like
you're trying to get me gunned down.
You're inside of a gated
Although
community.
I don't think too many Somervillians are too gung-ho on the guns.
Packing
I'm just
heat?
guessing.
I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
But ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen the turkey, let us know. I hope he's still out there. I don't know if he's been brought to a shelter. I don't know if there's a turkey shelter locally, maybe a local turkey shelter.
Save this turkey, or if you're one of those wimps who doesn't eat meat, we could try and maybe get this guy saved, get him in, put him in a place out in Concord, backyard where he can roam around. Family will pick him up.
That's an option as well.
Yeah, if you're a vegetarian, you know. Congratulations to you on that. That must be exhausting.
Yes. Exhausting work to be a vegetarian.
Well,
I would think so as well.
The vegan, I'm thinking that.
Even deeper.
You know, I'm under the weather, but even thinking about vegans makes me awful tired.
Yeah, vegan. It does have to be a bit exhausting. What if you're a vegan?
Because someone's like, "Hey, do you want some of my birthday cake?" And you're like, "No, I'm actually vegan."
Can you be vegan and also not eat wheat? Gluten? Can you be a vegan and someone who doesn't eat gluten? I don't think that'd be possible. I don't know. I think that would really limit your whole
Either way, you're not coming to my pizza party. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, boy. Well, on to other news. This is a good segue. Yeah. Sinead O'Connor. I wonder, is she a vegan, do you think?
She's got a lot of problems, I think. You know, why
she
not?
Must be something like
this
that.
just in. Sinead O'Onnor, vegan.
Maybe.
Right,
maybe a lesbian. She's maybe a lot of different things.
Yeah, I don't know. Rastafarian, white Rastafarian from Ireland. Very confusing. One
thing she is, apparently, is hungry for penis, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Sinead O'Connor, if you've not heard this recently, has put out on her website a call for man, so to speak.
Hilarious stuff.
I'll read some quick quotes. I think the title of her actual post on her website was, "Is Sinead about to hump her truck?" So she goes on to say, "I recently read of a woman in America who married and regularly humps her truck." Okay, I don't yet own a truck, but I'm beginning to understand her headspace, and am worried I too may be so desperate for sex that within days I might run up the road, hump braised cabs. I can only assume that's a cab service in Ireland. Their whole fleet, hump their whole fleet. So she's looking to, we have a call here.
She's gonna hump
hello, you're on the Fremont Show.
I'm going to assume you didn't really hang up on me.
Oh boy, Roger. We can't hash this out the whole show. I'm talking about Sinead O'Connor here. She wants to have a man, and I'm going over the stipulations, and I wrote a nice little letter to her. that I want to read on the air.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, did she grow some hair and lose some weight or no? Because then I don't think she deserves one.
Yes, I've heard she is a bit heavier lately. Is that what you've heard?
60, 70 pounds.
I saw a picture of her. She's rotund.
She's
huge. Yes.
Or she should go for the Davis Square types, the lesbians. Maybe that's what she needs to go for.
Yeah, supposedly, she keeps swaying back and forth, but supposedly this is a call for man. It's on her website, you can look it up. It's, I believe, specifically for men. She said she wouldn't necessarily discriminate against women, but I believe she's moving along to men these days.
Well, she could have fooled me. She's wearing the costume, but I don't know what to say. Anyway, that's good. I just want to make sure you did hang up on me, right? I just want to know where
that's correct.
I did hang up on you. And thank you for calling.
Yeah.
And we'll have you on the show soon, Roger.
Okay, great. I can't wait.
Take care, buddy. I like how Roger went from enraged to curious.
Yeah, I know. So, well, that's why we're going to have him on the show, ladies and gentlemen, because he makes everything interesting. And a great man, and he's back in town.
For sure.
He was in L.A. for a long time, and he's back in town.
Look out, young ladies. Speaking of sexual interaction, he will get on top of you. I'm telling you that right now.
Absolutely. Doesn't care what age,
man's a hound dog.
what creed,
I say that with respect. Yeah, anything. He's after you.
So anyway,
protect your area.
She needs... She needs
she needs to lose some weight, man.
She needs some penis, though, apparently.
I thought you were being a little crass, but she does get right in there and talk about humping.
You can say penis on the air.
Sure.
She has some stipulations.
Like all discerning women who put out an advert to get laid.
You must live in Ireland, but listen, I can move there. Look at me. I look very Irish this evening, okay? What else does she have here on the list?
You look a little more English, my friend. All right,
must be blind enough to think I'm gorgeous. I wear sunglasses all the time. That's fine there. She doesn't like a man well-kept, I believe. She doesn't like scruff. I mean, no, she does like scruff. I'm sorry. She doesn't like a man who's, shaves too much.
She's more into the hirsute, sort of.
She distinctly asked for Robert Downey Jr. or a rugby man of some kind. Who
wouldn't love Robert Downey Jr. running around the house with no shirt on?
Exactly.
Ready at a moment's notice to, go back into, what do they call it?
Love Robert. Relapse. Love Robert's movies. Robert,
Less than zero. Robert, if you're watching.
Robert, if you're watching, and this will be on the internet. The movie was tight. Love to have you on the show someday, the Fremont Show. All right. Yep. Let's see. No hair dryer. Yeah, I don't hair dry. No dye. No gel. I never gel, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Fremont is not gel. All right. So I wrote Miss O'Connor a letter, and here it is. May I read it on the air?
I'm excited. I don't know.
Okay. Dear Miss O'Connor, my name is Fremont Barrington. Although I don't live in Ireland, I've been to your fair country and it appears to be compatible with my needs, as I only desire no more than a pint for breakfast, a few pints for lunch, and a whole day in which to complain about the incapability of the United States government. Like you, I do not care for the Pope. I mean, Sean Paul is dead, of course.
Jean Paul.
But what about this Benedict here?
Popey Joey Rants, you mean?
I hear, yes. I hear
he was in Hitler Youth, and guess who wasn't? Me and old Fremont, so that would put us, in my book,
exactly.
Better than the Pope, I'll say it on live TV.
Hear this guy's a real pisser, this Benedict, and I'm sure, Sinead, if you're listening, you and I, we could talk the whole night through about that guy. I say to her, one thing we come up with, instead of that tearing the effigy thing, the whole Pope thing.
Saturday Night
Getting
Live.
back at the Pope. I'm on the theme here of getting back at the Pope. Yeah. Sinead and I, we pair together. Yeah. We write a book, a joke book, Lawrence. We write a joke book that every joke in the joke book starts with a Nazi, a child molester, and a Catholic priest walk into a bar. Okay. That is Sinead in my book.
In the bar, so a Nazi, a Catholic priest, and a child molester walks into a bar, and the bartender goes, "Hi, Bill." Hilarity. It's all the same guy? Is that?
Hilarity ensues.
Is that a dead,
every joke starts off that way.
Is that a dead fly?
Yes,
right there?
It's a dead fly. I was going to actually show that earlier in the show.
This is.
It's they really they just don't treat us well here at Scat TV. But anyway, Lawrence. So I think in this book, it goes with Sinead's name, with Miss O'Connor's name,
pulling in a little more tug than old Fremont, and forgive me, but her name might be better on the mast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this book will take off. It's a joke book. Anyhow, I go on to write, but on the question of religion, which is something we have in common, I am indeed Catholic, and like you have spent many a night trying to pry open the legs of uptight Catholic girls. So see, she's kind of lesbian, she may be lesbian, she may not be lesbian. I'm just trying to relate to her experience that I have also tried to pry
struggle of trying to get some
many
action from the
Catholic girl legs I've experienced with this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go into it too deeply into my past, but those are hard legs to pry.
It's not easy.
Sometimes they always
comes with an emotional and
quite a lot of emotion.
An emotional price.
They always try to keep one hole pure. Those Catholics. So anyhow, I'm trying to relate to her on that. I think, so I go on to propose, Lawrence, that I believe, Sinead, and if you're listening, this would be great if you could come on the show. Come on the show with yours truly, Fremont Barrington, and what I'll do is I'll try to crack your nut, Sinead. I'll try to crack it on the show. The whole Catholic nun thing on top of lesbian, this could be one tough nut to crack, but Lawrence, I think I can do it, and Sinead, I hope you'll come on. And I go on to say, P.S., we can slap skins to the record Burning Spears Marcus Garvey. Because she's a reggae fan.
Yeah,
that's a good reggae record.
Make that reggae
Pop that on in the background. And just go to town.
And just go to town on each other. Fremont, I admire your ambition. She probably does have at least 40 bills on you, though. So which
40 pounds?
Yeah. Which way are you gonna tackle that? I mean, you gonna.
I figured that I could picture the young Sinead O'Connor and
from the Nothing Compares to You video.
Well, I mean, I'm not even a fan of young Sinead O'Connor, but another stipulation was if she could maybe bring a wig and put on some lipstick, maybe some high heels. I could certainly do my best.
I think you're broadcasting a message.
And you get pills on occasion. That could be a Viagra situation.
You're putting broadcasting a message that's going to not only turn on Sinead O'Connor, but any of the women tuning in tonight.
Oh, really?
Clearly going to be impressed with our our sexual expression. Forgive me, I'm a little.
No, Lawrence, don't.
Yeah,
you don't.
Sorry.
Do you have enough left for the poem? But yes, I sent that to Sinead, and I hope she gets back to me, ladies and gentlemen. If she does, I'll read it on the air.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a good idea.
But yes, Lawrence, I believe, would like to debut a poem as well this evening.
Sure, if we have time.
Absolutely.
My phone here. So. Should I say where people can look at this, or is that probably it's?
If you'd like.
You know what? We'll just not do that.
All right.
And let me just. Lord, I lost it. Okay.
I actually have it here, Lawrence. If you'd like.
Perfect. Okay.
I have a copy there.
Sure, that's a little.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is called "Sea Salt" is the name of this poem, and it says, "Inside an empty hour, consecutive closed caskets, outside." A cacophony of catastrophe, a braided splinter where the tree was split, all the floating ghosts and the linen pulled around the light, all the arrows in your back snapped at the points. Is someone still over your shoulder in the mirror? I couldn't open my eyes in the salt water. When did your hands shake at the sink? I won't return, sick with wishes. The dancer's teeth fell out in time. The blood in my mouth drowned out the siren. And we all had hell for standing in line with our names scratched on dead leaves while the mission shook to rubble. Stripped to the bone and bleached in the season, the bird's eye was a fish egg, and the half-hearts clapped the death march.
Very good, Lawrence. I appreciate a little Bukowski-esque on this eve. I feel like on this Fremont eve, this Wednesday.
It's a crap night out there. I almost killed myself.
Yes,
this program.
And you had your throat hurting there, Lawrence, as if you were Bukowski himself taking down a bunch of whiskey. I don't know if Bukowski drank whiskey. I think maybe he drank everything.
I've been. You know when celebrities say that they're exhausted?
Yeah, oh yeah?
That's what I heard.
Really, Lawrence?
Celebrity exhaustion.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, as the host of the show, I might have to keep an eye on this. We do worry about Lawrence on occasion.
I was out with the show participator, fan of the show. We went to see Roll the Tanks last night.
Yes,
and that was a hell of a time.
Okay, Roll the Tanks, that was a good band. Did you have fun, Lawrence?
I had a lot of fun.
They had a good show?
I had fun then, I'm not having fun now. So
all right. Well, listen.
Nothing, not to say in the realm of the show, I'm saying internally.
Yes, yes.
This has been a scream. Obviously.
I mean, listen, your strike is, I just hope that hasn't brought you down, brought you under the weather, Lawrence.
You know what? I've been through a lot of things, and I'm a survivor.
Good to hear. Now, we're almost out of time.
Yeah,
what I do want to mention, ladies and gentlemen, if you could click to the other one there. Next show, we're not going to be here. We're not going to be here on the 14th because we have a little film festival that we have to go to that we can report back to you. It's at Somerville Theater, though, so if you see us, say hello.
Come on down.
But next week, we're going to have, the week after, sorry, the 21st of September, Wednesday night, we're going to have our anniversary show here, Lawrence. And it's at that address below, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to come to the anniversary show, come to the address below. We're in the beautiful Union Square.
And we will party with you.
All right.
Before, after the show. You can smell us and... It's going to be a large crowd. Do we have guests yet? Have we locked down?
I'm going to send out the mass email this week, Lawrence. I will get the mass email out there.
We know
we're going to try to really pack it in there for the anniversary show. It's going to be a grand show, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to come to the show, come down here, Union Square. All right, look us up. Come down here. It's a Fremont show.
If you have any talents, if you're relatively attractive, we'd love to have you down here.
Absolutely. So that's it. I think that's all the time we have. Lawrence, thanks for coming in.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, another great Fremont show.
Adios. That's funny. Where won't be like a